Booing echoed off the walls before I'd even finished my first joke. My heart dropped as I stared into a sea of faces, some laughing, some shaking their heads, most just waiting for me to give up. That walk back to my seat felt like a lifetime, every step heavier with embarrassment. I swore I'd never get on stage again, convinced I'd failed at the one thing I'd always dreamed of. But days turned into weeks, and the sting faded into something else, curiosity. I started replaying that night in my head, not just the jeers, but the parts where a few people actually smiled. What if I focused on them instead? I wrote new material, this time about my real struggles, my awkwardness, my fear of failing in front of strangers. It felt honest, and honesty suddenly felt like my secret weapon. When I finally went back, my hands shook so much I almost dropped the mic. But I told my story anyway, about bombing, about feeling worthless, about coming back anyway. The room was quiet, but it wasn't the same silence as before. This time, people leaned in. A few even nodded along, and when I finished, the applause was small but real. That night, I realized the people who matter are the ones who listen when you're at your lowest. If I'd let the booze define me, I'd never have found my voice. Sometimes failing in front of everyone is the first step to finding out who you really are, and who's willing to listen.